All right, let's talk a minute about slope guy or slope dude. First of all, slope guy, slope man has a plus for an eyeball, and he's got an eyebrow, and he's also got a minus sign for an eyebrow, and he's got another, or an eyeball, and he's got another eyebrow. He has a nose that kind of starts down here, and he's got a little nose down at the end. And he's also got a mouth, and his mouth goes across, and he has two little dimples on the side. And we will go ahead and give him his head. He looks kind of sad, but he tells us a few things. First thing he tells us is that lines going this way up and to the right have a positive slope, and lines going down and to the right have a negative slope. It also tells us that vertical lines have undefined slopes. That's why his nose is a U, and his mouth has little circles or dimples. These are zeros. As a cheek, because a horizontal line has a zero slope. Now, let's take a look. There's one graphic that shows this, a plus sign. He's going uphill, and we call it puff, puff, positive. And on the downside, it's nice and easy, right? Because he's going really fast, and downhill is a negative slope. And then, of course, we got the zero because he's saying this is zero fun. Well, if he was a horizontal line, he wouldn't really go anywhere. And then all of a sudden he gets to a vertical cliff and he falls, and that would be an undefined slope and pretty scary. So equations that might have a positive slope are something like y equals 2x, or something like y equals 3x minus 1, because the slope is right there, and those are both positive. Lines that might have something like this might be something like y equals negative x plus 2, right? That is a negative slope because the slope is the number in front of x. Or something as simple as y equals negative 3x. That's also got a negative slope. The horizontal and vertical lines sometimes confuse kids, so we're just going to have to do a little bit of remembering here. Vertical lines have an undefined slope. An example of a vertical line might be something like this, x equals 2 or x equals negative 3. Notice there's no y in those equations. If this was x equals 0 even, those are all vertical lines. Horizontal lines are the exact opposites. This would be like y equals negative 2 or y equals 5. Those are horizontal lines that have a slope of 0. And in case you're curious, there's another picture of slope. Looks kind of an older man, so maybe we'll call him like slope grandpa. Seen all kinds of different slope characters, but there you go. That's the meaning of slope man.